Hi, kindergarten. How is everybody? Last week you did a great job using the elements of shape to make your turtles, and the week before that you used them to make your lions. And this week we are going to talk about a new vocabulary word, and that word is overlapping. So overlapping is when one thing comes in front of another. So, for example, right now there are some computers behind me, but if I move over a bit, I am overlapping the computers behind me. I can also overlap my hand in front of my face. Okay, so let's take a look at this photograph of some fruit and vegetables. You can see that the lemon in the front is overlapping the pepper and the watermelon. And the artist that drew the picture here, you did that same type of overlapping. So they drew one object in front of the other. Today we're going to use some shape cutouts and we're going to overlap them one on top of the other like this. And then we're going to draw what we see. So today you're going to need your crayons. We're really going to practice staying inside of our shapes with the crayons today. And you'll need your pencil and a sketchbook. So go ahead and get your stuff and meet me right back here. Okay, kindergarten, so today I have 6 different shapes that I've cut out, and you are going to watch along with me. You don't need to cut out your own shapes. I'm going to put the shapes right over here on the side, and we're going to make some different combinations. So I'm going to start with this circle. And on top of the circle, I'm going to overlap it with a triangle. So I'm going to put the triangle right on top of the circle. Because the triangle is in front, or it's overlapping the circle, I'm going to draw that first. I'm going to draw it up here so I have room for a few different drawings today. I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to go across the bottom. Then I'm going to look, where is that circle poking out from the triangle? It looks like it's poking out right about here. I'm going to try to draw that circle right back behind the triangle so it looks like it's overlapping. Now you can see the circle over here is a little bit bigger than the circle that I drew, but I did my best, and that's what you want to do. Just try your best. Okay, next I'm going to try this rectangle with this looks like a U, doesn't it? I'm going to try the U on top of the rectangle. So because the U is in the front, I'm going to draw that first. So I'm actually going to make a big U, kind of looks like a horseshoe. A big U first, then I'm going to thicken it. So I'm going to make a line, and watch, I'm going to follow it all the way around, kind of like railroad tracks. I'm going to follow the bend all the way around and draw the other side. Behind that we have the rectangle, and see there's a little space in there where I can see the table. So I'm going to draw that little space. I'm going to try to find, I jumped over, did you see that? I jumped over my line. I'm going to go across and back up. And I'm going to again jump over my line, go across and back down. I'm trying really hard to match up right where that would be on my overlap. Okay, I have one more set of shapes. I have this kind of like oval looking shape with a square. So I'm going to try to do those just like that. So I'm going to draw my square first. I'm going to come across, down, and back up again. And then for this little oval shape, I'm going to start it right about here. I'm going to go down, 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 and back up. And if I ever go too fast, remember you can always pause the video, okay? All right, so I'm going to give you a little tip about color before we start today. I'm going to try to match my color as best I can to the crayons that I have, but I recommend first going around the outside of your edge. This will help you kind of stay inside your lines. And I usually push a little bit harder outside around the edge. And then when I color, I try to go in one direction. Sometimes it even makes sense to turn your paper a little bit. It makes it easier on your wrist. And I try to stay away from the edges as best I can. And then I go close to the edge. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start coloring now. I'm going to get all the objects that were this color, then I'll switch to my next color. Okay, kindergarten, it was so much fun doing some overlapping shapes with you today. Remember, overlapping is when one thing comes in front of something else, okay? So we today drew some of those shapes that we saw, one coming in front of another one. So like my triangle is overlapping my circle. Next week, we're going to use overlapping in a drawing with some objects. So I hope you did a great job today. I can't wait to see your drawings. Please take a photo and upload it to Google Classroom, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, artists. Bye-bye.